Good morning, everyone. Brian here again with BMK Retro Gaming. Usually you guys wouldn't get too much of a Saturday video from me very often unless there was an unboxing or something. But I wanted to tell you guys about something very interesting which happened to me yesterday. You see, yesterday I was standing outside watching an old YouTube video on my phone, and having a cigarette and a little bit of a soda is something I tend to do. Yes, I have my bad habits, as you can imagine. Anyway, and the maintenance man named Mr. Shannon comes by and points out to me that there's something sitting outside my door. So I say, okay, thank you, Mr. Shannon. I'll check and see what it is. Well, he, after I asked him later, would tell me no, he didn't leave it and he didn't see who did. But what it was somebody apparently left outside my door a used PlayStation 3. No controllers or anything. There was a game disc with it. There were the HDMI hookups and the hookup to, the cord to connect it, the power connection to the wall. Pretty bare bones. Well, except for him and the other maintenance people and all, and the two managers here, most of my neighbors I haven't gotten too familiar with. And although there are a few of my other friends who know where I am, not too many, I'm pretty private, So I asked, the managers didn't leave it. The maintenance guy didn't. None of my neighbors have said anything about it. So I have no idea where it came from. Anyway, as you guys know, I'm pretty much a dedicated retro gamer. And although I have owned and played briefly both an Xbox in original and later on an Xbox 360 briefly, I had it and a copy of Halo 4, which with a friend on co-op halfway through, and then after he decided he'd had enough, I beat it the rest of the way on my own. That's about as late generation as I've gone. I've never owned or played with a PS3 or anything like that so far. So, to me, although whoever may have decided to gift it to me, I guess, I appreciate the thought that went into it, but what I did with it was I put it in my backpack and all, and went ahead and took it up, and it went at my local game exchange retailer. I got $21.25 back from it. I could have gone for store credit, but I had a more practical use for what I got back on it than that. So I got $21.25 cash back. And my only real concern was, not knowing who left it, I thought about it, I'm like, well, somebody had stolen it and all. About the most dumb thing you could probably do is leave it with somebody without telling them what's going on. Even if you're going to lie to them about it. I mean, seriously, what's the person going to do? If they want it, they might keep it. Or if they really don't, like me, it might end up being trashed or something reusable, resellable. Well, that's what I did with it. I went ahead and resold it. And they told me up there anyway that, they've known me for long enough. They wouldn't think I'd bring anything up there and intentionally sell them any stolen property. And besides, whoever left it at my door and didn't tell me what's going on basically made into my property once I had it in hand, so not too worried about that. Anyway, so it was very interesting. What I did with it after I got the $21.25 back from it is I put that together with 35 cents left on my card to buy this. A personal electric space heater, which I've been using, which is pretty effective. This is useful to me because for this last month, my light bill was more like what it should be for a 2-bedroom apartment, whereas I have just a 1-bedroom apartment. It was ridiculous. And the only thing I could think is probably that maybe I've been running my central unit while it's been cold a bit too much. And, well, an electric personal space heater like this one, which gets, it's got settings for both 1500 watt and 750 watt. Odds are, so long as I am careful about how I do with it and all, it will probably save me a lot more on the light bill than running that unit, which I'm not going to do that again. I cannot afford to be saddled with that type of light bill as they were trying to. There's no way. So that's why I went ahead and did with that. In fact, here's the unit right here. I just don't have it turned on at the moment. It's pretty efficient. I slept very nicely and comfortably last night with it in the bedroom. And so this turned out to be a very interesting, though fortunate little mystery in a way. Yeah, the PlayStation 3, it's just not the type of gaming that would have interested me. Anyway, think what you will of me on that one. I just never got into anything that much later generation. Anyhow, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about that little occurrence because I found it interesting and funny. It's only a few minutes ago I decided to make a video and talk about it a bit because I thought, maybe my subscribers to this channel and the visitors to it and all might find it a bit interesting that I actually had an occurrence like that that's kind of mysterious but turned out to be a bit fortunate as it did let me get something which I can use a lot more. So, there's that. If you enjoy my channel's content, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And please don't hesitate to leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down in the comments section below. I guess you could say this was a very fortunate little mystery in a way. And you guys can also see that I visited my barber here recently. A little bit extra birthday money helps a little bit with things sometimes. Anyway, I do still have the homebrew review video coming out tomorrow. You guys who have seen the announcement post will know what it is, so keep your eyes peeled for that. In the meantime, you guys take care, have a wonderful Saturday, and I will see you again hopefully tomorrow, Sunday.